In the end, MJF was basically getting his ass kicked for like the last 5 minutes of the match. So much so he was bleeding. Cody was standing over top of him. MJF was crawling to Cody, and he started crying at his feet. And I'm just like, wow. Wow, this is what I paid to see, man. This is what I paid to see. And he's slowly crawling his way up to Cody, and he hugs him, crying, trying to beg Cody for forgiveness. And you know the turn's coming. And it's like, is Cody gonna fall for this? Cody's fell for this already. You can't fall for it again. And Cody, to his credit, did not fall for it. He answers back with a crossroads to MJF. That's ended there. He gets him up. It's a second crossroads to MJF. Then he gets him up for a third one. And MJF knees him in the face. How did he no-sell all 2 crossroads? I'll never know. But he reaches in his pockets. Referee doesn't see this somehow. Gets his dynamite ring. And he bops Cody right in the face. He falls onto him. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, MJF gets the win over Cody. I loved this finish. Did this live up to expectations? This was probably the longest built-up match out of every match on this show. Did it feel like the proper way to execute a match of this caliber? Yes. Triple thought. Oh my god. Triple dot ellipsis. But it doesn't feel like the end of the feud. You know what I don't feel like this felt like the means to an end. With Cody versus Shawn Spears, that felt like it could have been the end, and it was the end. With Cody versus Chris Jericho, that felt like the end. This didn't feel like the end. Especially with the way the finish happened. It couldn't be. It can't be. I feel like there's 1 or maybe even 2 more matches for these two on Dynamite. And that's where we get into the announcement for AEW Dynamite Presents Blood and Guts. They didn't call it this, but it's basically a Wargames match happening on March 25th at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. It's going to be the biggest venue they run in all of AEW Dynamite, so they had to stack it up. And boy, are they stacking this up with the first ever Wargames match in AEW history. And you know, with AEW calling it Blood and Guts, it's gonna be bloody, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be gritty. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I am perfectly ready to just do a whole AEW live stream and just say fuck NXT. But we'll see what they do. So, my question is, what do you guys do for this show? Because I know what I do for this show. I said it on my live stream. I know what they do for this show. I said that it doesn't feel like the means to end with MJF and Cody. And here's what you do. In my opinion, I believe Wargames, well, the Match Beyond is what they're going to call it. But for Wargames at AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts, they do them 4-4. You have Team MJF, the team of MJF, Wardlow, Chris Jericho, and Sammy Guevara versus Team Cody. Cody, Jon Moxley, Darby Allin, and Lance Archer. MJF, Wardlow, Chris Jericho, and Sammy Guevara versus Cody, Lance Archer, Darby Allin, and the AEW champion, Jon Moxley, in the first ever Wargames match. Because think about it. Cody gets to feud with MJF a little bit longer. Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley get their rematch in a cage match. Basically, shades of their former dumbass cage match from Extreme Rules like 4 years ago. So you get back to that. You also get back to the really great match you get off of Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin at Revolution. And then you get the battle of the big guys of Wardlow and Lance Archer. Tell me you wouldn't pay to see it, because I fucking would. And if you want to stretch it out with MJF and Cody, and even Jericho and Moxley, and Darby and Guevara, here's what you do for the finish. You have Team Cody looking like they're about to win, but then Lance Archer turns on his team. He lays out Cody, he lays out Moxley, and he lays out Darby Allin. And I believe you have MJF pin Darby Allin in that match. He doesn't pin the champion. He doesn't pin Cody. He doesn't pin Archer because Archer later right out. He pins Darby to get heat because Darby's the most over guy they have. And MJF, Team M Jericho, wins the first ever match Beyond. That's how I would do AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about that scenario and what match you would do at Blood and Guts.